Hello and welcome back to Square One Games. My name is Exonovan and we're continuing our crushing difficulty walkthrough for Uncharted 4. We're heading into chapter number 20, which is called No Escape. There's three major encounters. We have Ship Graveyard, Reunion, and Showdown. And a lot of you guys are telling me that you're having issues with this chapter, and I'm assuming that it's this encounter that's giving you the most issues, just because I feel like the other two are not as difficult. I've just been getting some rather generic comments like I'm having issues with chapter 20, but not necessarily which part of this chapter, but I'm thinking it's this part. So let's get into it. You can see right here that what I'm doing is I'm just killing anybody that's on the same ledge with me as fast as possible. I'm not concerning myself too much with the gunfire coming down range, just because it's gonna happen. You're gonna be gray coming down most of this cliff face, but the thing is, you kind of have to be going at a pretty fast pace, because remember, the crates, they go away over time based on the gunfire that hits them, so you don't have all day to get down this hill. The main thing is that you want to kill anybody that's in front of you. You want to be picking up grenades and ammo on your way down, and you want to get down here as quick as possible, because this section right here, now obviously the crate to my right goes away over time, but the beam in front of me does not. Okay, you can sit here all day long, it doesn't go away, which is great. I'm going to show you another part of this map too that doesn't go away. Once you understand that does give you a pretty dominant position on the map. Doesn't mean you're not going to die. You still have to, be careful, but it gives you a lot of protection. Now you can see here too that when you may have to rewind the video a bit to see it, but when I was peeking out of cover right then, getting my shot on that dude on my left hand side, it was very hard for the guys with the laser sights to train their lasers on me to get a headshot, which is great, right? And that's why I like that particular position, because if you go anywhere else on the map, you may or may not be giving your head up for a headshot when it comes to the laser sight guys. So you got to be careful of that, right? Notice here that I have 4 grenades. If you don't think you know where more grenades are, which I can tell you that there's more grenades straight ahead on the crates. If you look straight ahead right there, kind of in the middle of the map on ground level, there's some grenades. You just got to make sure that you have 4 grenades when it comes to another spot on the map. There's another grenade right there, and then there's some grenades, I don't know if you saw that, to the right of where she was, straight ahead. Okay, so there's more. You got to make sure you have 4 grenades, and you got to make sure you focus on these dudes right here. There's 2 of them. Remember, those guys grab you. That is your #1 priority. You got to get rid of those dudes. The last thing you want to happen in this section is that you're worried about, like if I were worried about another gunner right now, just a regular flunky, and I'm trying to shoot him, and then maybe one of those dudes run up on my blind spot and grab me, well, I'm dead anyway, because they're going to hold me. You can see that guy right there trying to sneak up. They're going to hold me, and whoever I was shooting at is just going to kill me anyway. So that's your #1 priority. Focus all your ammo and all your attention on them. And then if you need to push up now and grab, grenades, do that, because you got to have 4 grenades right here. Okay, 2 grenades per heavy. You got to make sure that both grenades land so that you can get their helmet off. Okay, so just make sure that you have 4 grenades. It's the easiest way to take them out. I want to say that if you throw more than 4 grenades, like if you, throw more than 2 grenades, it's possible to kill these dudes with just grenade tosses, but I haven't tried that. But that will be my assumption, is that if you could toss maybe 4 grenades at them, you might can kill them. But you can see right there that that dude kind of gets in, and I have to kind of roll away, but I think you get the point. I thought I could just blind fire him and get a headshot instead of coming out of cover, and I was trying to like put that in the strategy guide, but be mindful that it's very hard to blind fire those heavies, because you have to put your camera angle pretty high when you do it. So I would suggest not blind firing them like I just did. I was trying to put that in here as a strategy to protect you, but as you can see, it doesn't really work that well, but I wanted to leave it in here. And right now I'm just using the heavies ammo so I can conserve my own ammo to kill as many of these dudes as I can. Once I feel like they're flanking me on my left, I go back to my gun. You can see, because I'm about empty, I've got an empty clip, but they're bringing me ammo at this point. So it's kind of important that you use the heavies ammo just to kind of get you by for a couple of seconds. You can see I've only got 9 shots left in that gun, and that's your saving grace here. Otherwise, you're going to be out there running around grabbing ammo, and then all these dudes are going to be pushing you, and there's a good chance you might die. And as I thin them out, I get more confident that I can run out there and get ammo, and it's just that trade-off. And you've seen that in previous chapters too, guys. Like that guy, I was just going to go out there and melee him. He's the only dude left on the map, but I think Atlanta took him out. I think, well, that guy's left. I thought he was the last one left. I guess there was 2 people, but Atlanta took him out for me. But remember, there's only 1 guy on screen. I'm not too worried about dying on crushing, especially if it's just a low rate gunner and it's not like a heavy. Now you have all this ammo to choose from. I think, like I said, it's been about 4 days since I've recorded this clip, so I want to say that I end up picking up the China. I want to say, let's see what I get here. I honestly don't even know. Yeah, nope, I didn't pick that up. I want to say that I find the, you know, the grenade launcher. I want to say that I pick, honestly, I don't know, guys, but if you can find the grenade launcher, definitely pick it up. It'll help you in this next area. Or it may be in the next area that I actually pick it up, because I know that there's a dude in the next area with a China grenade launcher, so it may be in the next area that I actually pick it up. I think here I just go with regular, just whatever you can. I think that's what it is. Yeah, I think I pick it up in the next section is what happened. But yeah, you can pick up tons of ammo right here. There's even going to be some up here for you too, more grenades. Just make sure you're plenty stocked. And the trick to this next section is to not push in all the way. So what we're going to do is we're going to go up here to kind of spawn all the enemies in, and then we're going to run back. This right here is a huge death trap. If you're having issues, it's because you're trying to get in there and run and gun with those dudes. And you may not know that if you fall back to any, I mean, I personally like to fall back right here, but you could fall back up there kind of where I'm pointing at now with the gun and just blind fire kill them when they come around the corner. The only problem is there's a dude with a, I think it's actually the guy that I was thinking about earlier that has the China grenade launcher, and he's got a helmet and he's got the riot gear on. So if you're up there, if you don't kill him quick enough, that might be an issue, which is why I like to fall back here. You're gonna be taking out probably, there's the shotgunner right there. You're probably gonna take out, I would think, probably 4 people, I would say. I think that's what I did, 4 people. It's either 3 or 4 people. And this thins them out just enough. Basically what's happening is the guys you're killing now are basically the aggressive guys in that area. So like if you would have pushed into that area, into that ship, these would have been the people that would have been pushing you, but you would have been in a confined space, okay? Which does not give you the advantage. By bringing them out here, A, you can get their ammo, that sort of thing, but you get the advantage. And now when you push in, you're only left with the enemies that would have not pushed you in the first place. They're all going to be kind of, there's a dude with the China. Yeah, the China grenade launcher. So we definitely want to use our grenades to kill him. And then you're going to be left with all of the low rate gunners at the back of this area, which you can easily kill with grenades or with the grenade launcher or pretty much any gun you have. They've just got basic weapons. I don't think there's any heavies down there. Just want to make sure that you take that guy out, okay? And you'll see here, there's plenty of grenades in this chapter 2, guys. Remember, if you can stay stocked up on grenades, you are just extremely OP in my opinion. So I'm just waiting on a good opportunity to push. And I think I end up killing these dudes with grenades. I want to say end up tossing I need to get a little bit closer, I think. But you can shoot them with gunfire or grenades or whatever you feel comfortable with. Like I said, there's going to be plenty more grenades on the map. There's no need to be to hoard those up, right? You can toss them, trust me. There's plenty, not to mention you're about to get the grenade launcher anyway, which is great. Now you don't have infinite ammo with it or anything unless you're using the in-game cheats, but still having, I think there's 6 shots in there is plenty for what we're gonna do. You need a lot of explosives when you come out of this area of the map. When you go to when you hit the beach, you're gonna need a lot of explosives. So that's why you see me stocking up here. Pick up all the ammo that I can. I don't know. Yeah, see how the grenades are laying there? Make sure you pick up your grenades. So I just got 4. I picked up 3. I think I had 1, so now I'm fully stocked, which is great. Like I said, there's just so many grenades in this particular area. So we're going to go ahead and press triangle, get through this little quick time event. And as soon as you come out of this area, guys, I cannot stress it enough. And I don't even know if I could have, but I probably should have went ahead and been on my grenade launcher. I'm on my Uzi now. That way I wouldn't even have to switch. You just want to be on your China, ready to just blow people up immediately. You want to kind of stay back here. They're going to funnel towards you and just kind of hold tight and just blow them up. Okay, you gotta make sure you don't rush out too fast, because if you do and you're out there in the open, they're just gonna crush you. And then when this next wave comes in, just get you some cover, toss mag grenades, do what you gotta do, because there are 2 heavies right there, or 2 riot shield guys. Just make sure that you kind of try to kill them when they're clustered up. Okay, that way you conserve a lot of your ammo and stuff like that, and you're good to go. So just that quick, just make sure that you go in there and just be ready to destroy, right? And now we're just gonna run around and pick up whatever we can find. There's a lot of shotgun ammo in this area. I've gotten up to 16 bullets here before. I think here I only got 11, but I did run around here for quite some time. I think I'm gonna do a little crossfade here in a second, because I spent like 4 minutes trying to find the 16 bullets I got on my practice run, but I only found 11, I think. But when you get up here, just go ahead and fire a shot, try to kill one person, you'll get them aggravated, and then obviously you can just start picking your shots. Now they can flank you from this bottom section. There's like a hole down here in the bottom of the ship, so you can see that I'm taking cover here, but I'm also when I'm here, sometimes I'll push my body to the right and I'll kind of look down there in that hole. Obviously when they toss grenades, I do the same thing, because like I said, they can sometimes push you, and if they push you and you're not aware of it, it could end pretty bad for you. Notice the shotgun is absolute beast right here, because I mean, you don't have to be accurate, right? Which is great. And when they bunch up down there, you saw that I blew up that explosive barrel. It's another great tactic. A lot of times they'll bunch up down there, and when they do, you can go ahead and explode that and kind of thin them out a bit. Just kind of waiting here. Again, the shotgun is so beast. A lot of times you'll get double shots on these people too if they're lined up correctly. I just love it because you don't have to be accurate when you aim. You know, you don't have to spend too much time out of cover to make sure you get that shot. And again, all the bullets are going to be right here for you. And then I think, yeah, this guy said, yeah, now we're just going to meet back up with Sam. Then we have a couple more combat situations here before we're done. We got this little cutscene to get through. Okay, so let's go ahead and hop into encounter number 2. It's called Reunion. And this can be a little bit tricky. I think the game is kind of pressuring us as the player to go ahead and push out. And that's going to be your instinct, is to push out, because you feel like you're just getting bombarded with grenades and China rounds and all that kind of stuff. The good thing about this spot is that if you stay back here, it's actually your safest play. Okay, the second you push out, you're very vulnerable, because you have gunfire coming from you on the right hand side of the map. And right here in this particular position, you really only have gunfire that you have to worry about that's coming from straight ahead, which is usually going to be the China round guy and probably one random enemy, that dude right there on bottom. So it's very important that you hold your ground right here, take out the China round guy as fast as humanly possible. Okay, that way you're good after that. Once you take out the China round guy, this whole combat section is really not that big of a deal. It's pretty standard fare in a game like this. It's just the people that are directly in front of you that's going to be your biggest issue. So you can see that that's the people that I'm worried about first, and then as I thin those people out, I tend to move my gunplay more to the right hand side of the map. Okay, so you're going to be positioning yourself here for quite some time until you've taken out the people directly ahead of you, and then once you want to get better shots coming in from the right hand side of the map, you can push to the left hand side of this piece of cover, the other door basically, and then you get some better shots on the dudes on that side of the map. So it's kind of just using the right side of the map where I am now to get all the kills from the front, most of the kills, and then the left hand side of cover there to get more of the kills on the right. Okay, and I'll show you that here in a second. I'll eventually push over and show you that. You can see right here that yes, you can take grenades. The angle at which there's me transition to the other side. Now I get way better shots on the people on the right hand side of the map. You see, you can see that when I pull out of cover, there is a rock right there, that gray rock to my left, which is shielding me from all the gunfire that used to come from the front. Does that make sense? So you could potentially use either one of these sides for getting away from the China round guy. The only problem about this spot is that you can't shoot the China round guy from there, which is why I prefer the right hand side of the map. But you're just gonna basically, like I said, use the right hand side of the map for the China guy, the China round guy, and whoever else is in front of you. then move to the left, get all your other kills, you're good to go. Make sure you pick up some ammo. The Magnum, I think the game calls it a Bartok, I think is what it's called, is a great gun here because it's a one-shot kill, which is great. No matter where you shoot him, it's a one-shot kill. Now what you're looking for here, I think there's going to be another guy popping China rounds. We're definitely going to want to try to kill him first. And you want to spend as much time as you need right here. Okay, this can be a very tricky spot. The last thing that you want to do is try to push across. Remember, this object is going to fall and you have to kind of walk across it and get to the other side. The last thing you want to do is position yourself on that beam and try to walk across. I think, in fact, you have to swing across. And then, like this thing, you don't want to be on this thing. You don't want to be swinging around unless a lot of these dudes are thinned out. Okay, and if you're having problems with this situation, that may be what's causing it. You just haven't thinned these people out enough to get the advantage in this area. You're gonna be able to see their heads too. Like, I think I show you that. You can barely see them, but remember, this is a one-shot kill gun, so you don't have to worry about trying to shoot like an Uzi down range and get headshots where I know the recoil is bad. This is one shot, so even though you've only got 6 bullets, that's a lot because there's not a lot of dudes down there. Okay, so you get as many one-shot kills as you can. I think I even missed a couple of times. See how I got that shot? You probably couldn't even see that on YouTube because it's probably compressed it so much. But you can definitely get people anywhere from this position, and I love it. And once the China round guy is dead, it makes it even easier for you because there's no more explosive damage coming through, right? It's just guns, and you can take some shots. So I think there's actually more than one China round guy. So now I could have swung on over there, and then I would be facing all those dudes right now in a very confined spot, which is very dangerous, which is why you want to do your best to thin them out over here as fast as possible. Now I'm gonna go ahead and push up. Most of them are dead, and you just want to get any cover that you can get. Roll around, jump around, do what you got to do, because these people are going to be in random places when you come over here. Okay, so roll around, but you definitely want to get some cover like I did. Doesn't matter if it's crate or whatever. You just want to make sure that you can get your health back after you make that push, and then go right here, because this piece of cover does not go away, which is very important. Use any grenades that you have to try to get you some multi-kills. Just keep in mind that you are going to have to fight another heavy, but there is grenades to your... There's a ammo cache right there to my left. There's 2 grenades, and then up there at the front of the map, there's 2 more grenades on those yellow caches right there, guys. So make sure you pick up at least 2, but you can do 4 if you want to. And make sure you go ahead and pop 2. If you have 4 grenades, toss 4 and see if you get the kill easy. Again, I think you may get the kill if you do 4 grenades on the heavy. I'm not sure, but that might be an option for you if you're having trouble getting that headshot. And then just wait here for a couple of seconds. Make sure your health is good. Make sure they've already went through all their animations, and then you're more than welcome to push out. Boom, that should take care of that encounter right there, and then we'll move on to the next one. Alright, so let's head into our final encounter here. It's called Showdown. Coming out the water is probably the toughest part. What I like to do is go ahead and see if I can kill this dude while I'm swimming up. Just makes it a whole lot easier when I get out of the water. If not, he's pretty close to you and you do have to worry about him. You can also dive and kind of like come out of the water at the last second and see if you can kill him, but I just prefer to get a headshot. And then notice how this cover goes away. So like, it's basically in halves. That long piece of cover is always in 2 sections, so you can stay there longer than what you might think. Your brain might tell you that it's all going to go away at the same time, but if you work one side of it at a time, you get a little bit more of time there before you have to push, which is great. You see what I'm saying? And then notice right in front of me is grenades, and I know I picked up a gun there, but I was really actually more or less concerned about picking up the grenade, because remember, grenades are so OP in this game. So if you have them, use them. They're great. And then I'm just gonna push behind whatever I can push behind for cover as I position myself better on the map to get this last kill. Now you kind of have to worry about the heavy gun that's coming out now. You can see it up there on the ridge. You do have to worry about that. Remember, the crates, these particular crates right here, the gray crates that say Shoreline, they don't go away with gunfire. The wooden crates do, but these don't. You can stay here forever, and you would never have to worry about the gunfire going away, which is really what you're looking for, right? And notice there are some grenades over there to my right. I'm just waiting to thin these dudes out before I need to push. Now the game is going to tell you that you need an RPG to take out this vehicle, and if you can get up there and get it, more power to you. But remember, it's going to be up there, and that's basically, you got to go up there. You got to get through all the gunfire to get the RPG. So I'm showing you that it's possible, but I just like to toss grenades at this thing. It takes 3. So if you have 3 grenades and you can toss them up there, then it does the same thing that an RPG would. So if you're having trouble finding the RPG, or you don't want to risk your life to, like, see right there, it's on top of that gray crate, but you got to push up there to get it. So if you've got grenades, if I were you, I would just go ahead and use grenades and take care of that. Now this is obviously just a running sequence. This is no different than what you guys experienced already. So I think I do a little crossfade here to the end. You do have to put 2 RPG shots into this to finish out the chapter. Sully's going to throw it down to you. Make sure that you grab cover immediately though, behind these crates, because it's going to be back here anyway. Because it can still shoot and kill you, okay? And then just make sure that you reload in cover, pop out, get your 2 shots, and that's going to be enough to finish out chapter 20. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. If you got any questions, leave them in the comments below. See you guys right back here in the next video. You guys be good.